methods for more words. When he was having his low points, you knew, and I knew that there was other issues going on in his head. So some days he'd say, "Oh, I said, I'm having a good time," so down around. This is before, we were thinking, who's handling this pressure? Is he going to do something stupid? You can't be in 24 hours a day, you'd like to be in contact with him, and you bring his phone, you answer his phone, and you open straight. I thought he was capable of doing something like that, but you just, the fact that he was trained doesn't.
I attempted suicides. I contemplated throwing myself off cliffs. I literally could not go any longer being the person that I grown to hate. When you feel like you've got this on it that you have no values left anymore and you want to die, then it's a lonely, dark, deep place to go. And you never think you can get out of that. You think, how can I go here the rest of my life feeling like this? Why don't you feel like I can get to the next minute, hour, let alone the next day or next week?
Wales versus Australia, November 2006. Out these two worlds, public and private, were about to collide.
To represent Wales, having had gone through so much on my own, was very difficult. I felt I was physically, mentally at my lowest point.
That week, leading up to the Australia game, was where you didn't really see this up there. I was on the phone for 10 minutes watching someone over there. We don't display gardens and water changes.
We were training against the Welsh under-21s as it was then, midweek, and I forget, I was just looking at as a player, and he was a shadow of the player. He was a shadow of himself. I literally can't remember where I mentally was prior to the Australia game. I think the whole week building up to it was a blur.
We moved up to Wales and we hadn't seen him in France. We turned up and we lost so much weight. We lost a bit of stone. It was looking awful. And I said, well, 100% going to throw it where I want to be. I said, control yourself. I sort yourself out. Though if anybody sees the footage of that game, I've usually must have been tackles or big hits in, you can tell him and there's such a dark cloud.
I was trying to focus, my mind was elsewhere. I was conscious of being conscious of the crowd. I remember just being conscious of being watched, and the thought of the magnitude being watched by 3 million people. Like I say, when I couldn't look at myself in the mirror, it was a really daunting thought.
The one thing that Alfie relied on for strength was his performance and reputation on the pitch, and now even that was to become a casualty of his inner turmoil.
You've lost your wife, you lost your family, and that was the time. Maybe you need to start kind of getting out of this pit, because there is another crossroads in your life where you choose life or rugby before. This crossroads now is life or death.
After we drew Australia, I remember Alfie in tears in the change rooms after the game. Initially I thought I didn't have a good game. I thought he was upset that he'd drawn and probably taken off himself.
I remember sitting in my locker area in the corner, and I was crying. And I remember Scott Johnson walked in, and John was the coach of the Australian team at the time. I tried to stop crying, but I was so weak at the time that I couldn't. And he asked me what was wrong, and I told him that Gemma had left me. And he said, well, it's one of two things, and I think I know the reason, I think I know what it is. And I looked at him, and as much as I probably think I didn't want to tell him, I remember seeing in his eyes, and there was just like this one moment where the door I felt open just slightly, and that was like my opportunity to go through and open the door a bit more. or to close it, and I would literally have closed the door on my life because I felt if I'd have left that changing rooms without having told them that day, then I'm almost certain that I would have killed myself. He told me that the boys, they all really care for you. You can't go through this on your own, and you have to have people in this environment that are going to be there for you to support you. And he picked two players who he felt were very senior players within the team, but also really good friends of mine.
And all the whole phone call from Scott Johnson that Mark and Stephen Jones come in. We beat down him under the bar here, so we chat, and I clicked then. There was something like that, and Stephen didn't click. I think we saw him roasting, and we just drawn against Australia.
I think what people would associate us with very sort of aggressive on the pitch, very tough guy and abrasive, and a lot of people would have picked up on it, and I never picked up on it. I sat in the bar and just waited and waited. For them to come back for their reaction, it just seemed like a lifetime sitting waiting there. And then when finally they came, they walked in, Steve Jones just came up to me and put his hand on my shoulder and just was very friendly and very nice about everything. It was a massive, huge relief.
Shook hands, did the hand, and said, "Oh, they're going to go in, let's go worry." And you could see the relief on his face. And I think myself, Steve, and I sat in the bar, we just discussed how we'd like us to act. And like Alf said, just act normally, just take the mic and just be normal. And I think hopefully the way we see him were just helped him a little bit in what was a tough process.
Alfie's profile at that time, he's been to one of the biggest clubs in Europe to lose, giants of the game. He captained the Lions in the second and third test, so his sporting profile was right up there. It was very courageous of him, and I was proud he could tell me, and I was honoured that he could share that with me. And all of a sudden I felt this amazing understanding of exactly what a team means and what supporting each other really means, because there was times where I actually felt claustrophobic because of the support, but it was so nice not having to lie to them anymore. For me, it just put a whole new perspective on that team that I was with. To know that they knew, to know that they were okay with it. To them, it didn't define everything about me. It didn't define who I was for them.
He'd given up his secret to his teammates, and now he headed home.
By the time I burned, I shit myself because, I feared the reaction would be negative. It wasn't so much anymore that I was afraid of telling them I was gay and the reaction to that. To me, the worst thing I thought was the fact that, I had even though me being gay was the reason I lied, it was the fact I lied for so long. We took the dress and I said, so what? It was very clear that what happened was it. And we said, let's get on with it. There's nothing to do about it. We are always here. Brothers are here.
He came to the house, I can remember him talking to me and Catherine, and we were just sitting there, and he was saying this and saying that. No. He said, how long have we known for? I said, not for ages. What did we say next? He said, not for me to say anything. It's for you to do what you're doing now, tell us.
I had something that I never had ever before, and that was the support of my family and parents, because when I fall back to my parents, I fall back to my brothers, and I fall back to my close friends and my close family.
For the first time in his life, those closest to Alfie shared his secret, and whilst he slowly adjusted, he wasn't ready for the public to know.
Alfie being gay was always a kept secret in the national team. People had thought they knew for years, there were always stories. Every time Alfie played for Wales, we saw around that period, we thought that would be the day that someone was going to break the story. And I thought, how unfair. It's his story.
talking, people pondering. Have your neighbours and their doors on by paparazzi have been asking many strange men going in and out of my house or having bands with your cameras go through with the car parks opposite my house and parked outside Gemma's house as well. What they saw as a story, I saw as my life. It was kind of all about sitting down and trying to find the strength to be able to tell the press who I am, rather than maybe say, tell everyone else who they think I am. The announcement of me when I was gay was kind of timed with playing a game because Saturday morning was the announcement was going to come out, and then Saturday afternoon I was going to be doing what I wanted to basketball, I was to be playing rugby.
December 2009, Alfie's story hit the news after playing against Toulouse for Cardiff.
Normal kind of stuff I was going to do. When I walked in that day, someone decided that I would wear a second strip, which was like electric shock in pink, which kind of felt a bit of a piss take actually.
I feel like after something like the issue, it was still a little bit of, the younger kids weren't sure how they should react to after it came out, etc. And I just went through both of the market. Very kind of Malcolm told me how to play.
People normally talk about it, laugh about it. And I think if you don't talk about a subject, then you just talk about it.
We got through laughs, and he said to me afterwards, I'm so glad you did that because it broke the ice and we could move on and bring it back home because the rest of it is more story.
Alfie was about to appear as the world's first openly gay rugby player and face judgment from a crowd 20,000 strong.
Obviously, I was afraid because nobody had made this decision in the game of rugby. I was going to take the smallest thing and turn it against you and kind of, might be able that they're going to use this. They may flippantly try to check a boost because they want to up in the game. But that flippancy and the boost will actually live with me for the rest of my life. Do I want to have them sounds and then the name calling and then ringing in my head?
The unknown that frightens you. I was petrified. I was absolutely petrified. Not to myself, but to Gara.
Got massive fear that for the first time in my kind of rugby playing career, I was going to be facing a crowd that could potentially be judging me for who I am as a person rather than who I am as a player. I was dreading that.